Hey everybody, welcome to the Juliet Kamanga show. I hope you're good. Thank you for joining me today. So I asked people on Instagram to ask me questions. I kind of bullied them because I really wanted to do this video because I needed something to do. So I don't want to be making my own ideas up when I could just ask y'all, you know? So yeah, let's get into it. What's your fave theme or subject matter to photograph? So I think my favorite theme is like well, let me rather say my favorite subject matter are people who are considered like minorities in the photographing space. And I mean this in the sense like people who, how do I say this? They almost seem like it's a trend to photograph you, like you're great for a second and then you move kind of thing. People who don't get a platform on a constant. It doesn't mean I don't photograph like other people who always get photographed. But my main focus is to give a platform to people who aren't given as much love. Obviously, I'm still, as much as I've been shooting for 5 years, most of my years were at school. So I'm still very like new to the photograph game, and I'm not doing it on a huge scale yet. So, because I remember I'm also a filmmaker, so like obviously I haven't done everything I wanted to do yet. But my aim is to constantly take photos of people who, you know, are almost seen as a trend. Three brands you would love to collaborate with. I would love to collaborate with Savannah. Obviously, I drink Savannah all the time, so it would be great if I could like not pay for it all the time. And I drink it on my like vlogs and on Instagram and you know in public spaces. I just have a lot of Savannah in my life, so it would be great to collab with them because why not, you know? I'd also love to collab with Fujifilm. That would be great because shit man, things I could shoot with those cameras. Like if I could become an ambassador of Fujifilm, that would be amazing. Unfortunately, all the South African ambassadors are men and like 3 of them are brown. I think there's 1 woman, unless I was looking at something else. But if they are women, there's like 1 or 2. And there are very few brown people. So I'd like to enter that space and, you know, shoot with Fujifilm, shoot video and photo. Like I'd love to. Another brand, god damn. Mr. Price. I know that sounds very like because lots of people like want to a brand deal from Mr. Price for some reason, but I think it would be dope because I shop there all the time and I actually think their clothes suit my aesthetic a lot. Not to say other places don't, I just think that they have the most of what I would ever wear. I'll definitely collab with them because I've done videos pretty much promoting like Mr. Price stuff anyway, so you know, hint hint, nudge nudge, what up? But the way I can do this is if I get a great engaging audience. So guys, help me out, share my stuff, right? Literally, actually, if I just double my followers, I could really go far in life. So you know, if each of you recommend 1 person to my channel, each of you just 1 person to my channel, I'm sorted. And make sure they follow, I'm sorted. My dream camera, oh my god, Canon fire. Is it a Canon? I don't want to call it a dream camera. I want to say a camera I want next, or want to achieve, because my dream camera, I don't think I know it yet. I just know what my next step is. Yeah, so I think a Canon 5D Mark, or there's this vlogging camera from Sony. That would be dope. Like I think it's beautiful. So Sony Z, what's this ZV? Why can't I say that? The Sony ZV one. Okay, girl. I want that for vlogging, if it's just for vlogging. But a 5D Mark if it's for, you know, other things. A Sony A7S if it's for like filming. But that's my for now. I don't know what my dream is yet. You know, like it could be a black magic. You don't know. Advice for aspiring content creators. Ugh, guys, I have so much advice. Okay, so a lot of you are probably going to start vlogging again in 2021 because lots of people did this year. It's harder than you think. It really is a popularity game out there, and it doesn't mean that if you work hard, you won't get what you want. You just have to remember that like if you're going to go into a space where lots of people already are in, it's going to be difficult for you to get in, but don't stop trying. I'm not trying to be discouraging, just be realistic about it, you know. Sometimes you already have a great engaging audience on Instagram and you just want to make a YouTube video, or just a YouTube channel along with it. That's amazing. You're probably going to do very well. if you don't have an engaging audience, you're going to start from the bottom. It's going to be a difficult thing to do. But don't set your goals too high for disappointment, but don't set them too low as if you're not good enough, because then you won't work hard enough to get there. Make sure you have goals that make sense for you and you'll have a good time, but make sure you do this because you love it and don't do it for money, because money is so far away. It's a joke, because it also means people have to watch your ads and stuff and people are impatient. So make sure that your goal, not like you can't ever want money, but make sure you're doing it first because you love it, then because you want money. Do you know what I mean? Or first because you love it, then because you want exposure. Some people are like myself, are going to continue growing slower, then one day pop. Other people are going to pop from the get-go. And also don't look at people who have 1 million subscribers and think that's great, because you could have 1 million subscribers but only have 42,000 of those people watching your stuff. Another thing, collab with people who are higher up than you are, but make sure you actually have chemistry. Don't just do it because you want, like, don't like go message Elaine and be like, hey girl, you wanna do a thing on my channel just because she's popping and you have nothing to talk about, because people are gonna be like, cringe. Yes, they'll hate watch your video, which is still great for views, but you don't want people to hate watch. You want them to actually love what you're doing. That's what I'm aiming to do, and I'm hoping that when I approach them, they don't think I'm jumping on their popularity, but more in the sense that I like what you do and you could help me and I could help you maybe. So let's meet up and do something. And also just because I mean, it's hard. Not all these content creators are actually friends. They became friends because they shot their shots. So I just gotta shoot my shot too, for example. So you gotta shoot your shot. The next questions are going to be very obvious who sent them. Who inspires you the most and why is it Nomsa Fakute? Well, you know what? Actually, Nomsa, you do inspire me a lot. Like a lot more than you think you do. Because like Nomsa's the type of person who is, and I know she wasn't expecting this. Yeah, really, this is what happens when you like things. Anyway, but she's really, really inspiring because she does so much shit, and it's like she knows so much stuff and she's able to learn things so much that I wish I could be like that. I mean, I'm knowledgeable, but Nomsa's very knowledgeable. I wish I was very knowledgeable. And she inspires me to be knowledgeable. Even to the fact that homegirl can play instruments and make beats like crazy. Something I've been wanting to do for years in my life. She's able to master in like quickly. So, you know, but it's also her understanding of music. It inspires me a lot. And also her love for music. As much as I also love music, I feel like she also really loves music, and it inspires me to keep my love for music going up, kind of thing. Same way that my boyfriend does. It keeps my love for music going up. So yeah, for example, they inspire me that way. And then who else inspires me? My friend Bali inspires me a lot because she is such a hard work. She's like, guys, your homegirl works. Yes, sus. Ashem. Like, we went to the same school. But her talent is on another level that I have no idea like what I was playing. She was actually like taking notes and I was just, you know, and it's not even to make you feel like, no, it's like, it's beautiful to see because it just really shows you that we can all be in the same situation, but how you work to be better yourself according to what your desires are can really like push you to your limits, so it can really push you to your greatest talents. And Bali like fucking inspires me, like for real. Also, homegirl's like there for you, like damn, like she will drop things if you're sick. Wow, who does that? Bali. Actually, to add to the list is my friend TK. Homegirl got a 2nd degree. I don't want a 2nd degree. I don't want a 2nd degree, but she's also showing me what it's like to keep pushing until you get what the fuck you want. And I need that shit. I need that shit because I was slacking this year. I could go so far. Imagine in 2019, wow, that was gross. 2019, I had so many achievements under my belt, and yes, Corona, that's why, you know, I couldn't do as much. But I need that to be my life in 2021. Do you know what I mean? I can skip a year, but that's it. I'm gonna keep moving, and homegirl inspires me to keep on pushing. Here's not enough. Go here, then go here. I'm not getting another degree though. Favorite film, genre, style, and why? Damn, I love film, guys, so it's very hard. I think my favorite would definitely be psychological thrillers, psychological dramas, or thrillers, psychological, you know, that kind of stuff, like Gone Girl kind of vibes. Isn't it obvious though? Like, I did psychology because I love how the mind works. So I like to see how people kind of take the idea of psychological fucked upness and apply it to something filmic, and see how you can mess with our mind. Because the beautiful thing about psychological thrillers is that not just through the writing, but through camera work, through direction, through music, through editing style, through acting, through every little aspect in film, you know, it, through freaking wardrobe, whatever, every aspect plays into what you need it to play into. It's the one genre where you actually cannot fuck up if you want it to be good. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can almost fuck up in like clothing department in a comedy because there's nothing happening camera wise ever. But no, to be honest, it's kind, you know, it's filmically boring, but you'll still laugh, right? But psychological thrillers cannot be like a three setup shot and you're going to be satisfied. No. You have to play, like, you have to use filmic like methods to get your point across, or no one will buy what you're trying to say. And that shit is the coolest thing. And that's why I hope one day I can make a psychological thriller so good that y'all just like, what the fuck? You know, like when people are still debating whether in Shutter Island homeboy was actually really mentally ill or they made him think he was. I want that debate for years, bruh. Your dream vacay. I want to go to Tokyo. Specifically, actually, I want to go to Japan, and I want to enjoy Japan as a whole. I want to go to Tokyo, but I also want to go to the villages. But I like the idea of going to Tokyo because of how colorful it is. I've gotten a new love for color, so I want to be able to like immerse myself in color. Like, when I say I want to go to Tokyo, I want to engross myself. Like, I want to be colorful with them. I want to like eat their food. I want to party how they party. I want to enjoy their life. I hope that they're not problematic with my skin tone and my hair type as we move. You know, I just want to like immerse myself in Tokyo culture, bruh. Not in a like cultural appropriation. No, I want to see what it's like to live their life and how come they, you know, are like that. They're so colorful. They're like anime characters. It's so freaking cool. Another place I want to go to is Jamaica. Me and my cousin Dai said we're going to go to Jamaica, and I'm ready to go to Jamaica. Let's go. Let's vibe. You know? And I also want to go with my boyfriend because we'll fit in. I just want to go places where like I can immerse myself in culture. Like, there are other places that are beautiful because, you know, the water and the, you know, the food's delicious, but no, I want to be there dancing and in dance hall, like going down and like, you know, I want to get my dreads done in Jamaica. Like, I just want to know what that's like. My least favorite sex position. I don't really do things I don't like, so I'm trying to think what I've like erased from my life. Against the wall? It was too much work. Yeah, it was But maybe if I try it again and with like my actual partner, I'll like it. But I didn't like it with someone else I tried it with. It was just, maybe it was our height difference. It's just admin. I don't want to work. Like, you know, it's like work it, girl, but I don't want to like work. I don't want to like where it's like, oh my god, I'm sweating because I'm working too hard to stay upright. What's the most awkward thing anyone's done during rounds? Can I tell? Okay, it wasn't necessarily during rounds, but I think if we encompass the whole act of sex, the very first time I had sex, he was like ready to get going, and I was like, whoa, what about foreplay? He, with his mouth, with his brain, with his mouth, with his tongue, with his vocal cords, said, we'll do foreplay after. It was awkward because I was like, yeah. What's the worst date you've ever been on? And this guy, like, I didn't really like him at all. But then I was also like in a point in my life where I thought I was being too, like, you know when people tell you your standards are too high, back when I was a bit like, you know, young. So I was like, okay, maybe my standards are too high, so let me give this person a chance. And then you know, it was the worst decision of my life. Sorry, I had to throw something. And it was the worst decision of my life because we go on the date, we're on the rooftop of his varsity, which is fine in retrospect. Before I thought it was very like, but in retrospect it was fine. The problem was that he kept touching my hands and I wasn't comfortable with it. Like, I was very bad with affection when I was younger. I'm a bit better now. Like, I'm able to like hug people easily and stuff. But when I was younger, it was like, eh. So he starts touching like my hands and stuff. Like, he keeps doing that, you know, that caressing thing people do when they like each other. I didn't like you. You are convincing me to like you. You know what I mean? And I'm like, please stop touching my hands if you would just. And he was kind of touched by the fact that I was like, don't touch me. And he was like, what's wrong? Were you sexually harassed? I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, were you raped or something? I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, nigga, how can you ask me those questions? Then he was like, you should see a psychologist because you obviously have problems because normal people want to be touched. I'm like, I don't want you to touch me because I don't like you. You know, as much as I had problems with affection, once I got to know you, I was actually okay with you being affectionate towards me, you know. But it's when you force it on me, it's not nice, and that's why I just don't like men sometimes. It's so fucking annoying. Then when he walked me to Brie, which I didn't ask him to do because I was very like, I can do it myself. I was not afraid of town, guys. Me, I was like, I'd rather walk alone on Queen Elizabeth than let this nigga walk with me. He still walked me anyway. Then he kept trying to hold my hand still, and I'm like, did we not have this discussion where I said I don't want you to hold my hand? Also, I don't think he fed me, or he bought us 4 chicken wings. It was very weird. I can't remember. It was something weird like that. How much money do you have in your account right now? None of your business. Who do you wish you could slap but can't? It's Java. But like, mostly I want to slap R. Kelly. He irritates me. I see his face and I'm just like, ugh. But there's this other guy which I could slap. I can't tell you the story of who he is, but he sexually harassed someone recently where I was, and he was busy crying like a little bitch about it when he was confronted. I wish I could have like, bah, once, I wish just one nice clap and be like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But I don't believe in violence that much. Last 2 questions. Do you have any major plans or resolutions for 2021? If you watch my video coming out on the last day of the year, you will get your answer. Got you, boo. What are you leaving behind in 2020? That's our last question. I think I'm leaving behind all the negativity that was of this year. I don't care. We can go. We can move. I'm not holding grudges. Actually, all grudges I've held, gone. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Like, I know that sounds wild, but it's not even that I'm like forgiving people like without them apologizing or whatever. I think I'm just done. I don't really care about what had happened in the past. It's not worth my time. So I'm leaving that behind. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. And I'm happy I've gone to that point in my life where I can just like throw it away. Oh, and I'm leaving behind not telling people when they've irritated me. I'm leaving behind like being passive aggressive sometimes. I'm mostly very good at confronting people, but not everyone. So I'm done. I'm confronting all of y'all. No, I'll be like, no. That's why I'm putting behind all my grudges so I can start new ones. No, I'm kidding. I'm putting behind all my grudges because I'm aiming to be more confrontational in 2021. So, you know, I'm putting my needs first. Obviously, I'm not going to hurt people's feelings. I don't do that stuff. I'm going to be very respectful with how I come at you at something. Like, say you broke my phone and you don't say sorry. I'll be like, okay, dude. I don't know if it's the fear, the anxiety that you're like, oh shit, I gotta pay for this phone that I broke, which you will. But I'd like an apology for breaking my phone. And I'm like, bitch, you broke my phone and you didn't say, no, I'm not that person. I hope that answers your question. This is actually really fun. We should definitely do another one of these things, kids. Me and Marcus are going to answer the questions about love on our anniversary. I'm sorry that it took so long. It's just I was like, there's no point in doing it in the middle of things. Might as well do it on our anniversary. So we got you. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video. Make sure you check out my end of year video. I'm super English, wow. I'm super excited to release that one. I'm happy to wrap up this year. I don't think that one day is gonna change anything. We're gonna get to Friday and guess what the fuck? Corona's still gonna exist. The sky is still gonna be blue. The flies will still fly in your house and mosquitoes will still bite you. But it's okay. Clear your mindset. Also, Dr. T said, every time the clock strikes New Year, your body count has gone to 0. So if you've done anything regretful this year, it's okay. You didn't sleep with the person by Friday. Don't worry. I wish you guys the best New Year's. I'm hoping that like you find yourselves. I hope these answers were good enough for you. And I hope that you guys want to ask me more questions at some point. Because, yeah.